Well, good evening. This is Houndog Steve wishing you a very pleasant evening. And I don't know if you recall, but around about maybe 4, 5, 6 weeks ago, I made a video entitled that inflation was going to wash over you like a tsunami. And folks, here we are. I'm seeing gasoline prices anywhere between $1.60 and $1.80 depending on where you are, which province you are in Canada. And also, I was in the supermarket the other day and a woman commented to me about the cost of a rib roast. It looked to be about a 3 or 4 pound rib roast, and it was $79. So this is going to be the way of this year. Inflation is going to be hideous. You can see the energy costs are just going to ripple through everything. All the trucks run on diesel. Commuting to work, like if you're commuting, many people moved out of major centers into the suburbs or into rural areas and started to commute because it made sense to buy a property out there that was reasonably priced and use the difference in money to drive backwards and forwards to work in the city. 2 or 3 months ago, I was paying 85 cents a litre for diesel. I paid $1.58 the other day. Propane, I locked in last year at 53 cents a litre. This year is 85 cents a litre. So all of your energy costs have gone up between 50 and 100% just about. And I was listening to a chap from the Gas Buddy who checks gas prices across Canada, and he said in the downtown Toronto area, expect $1.75 a litre for regular gasoline within the next couple of weeks, and this is going to persist through the entirety of 2022. This is going to affect everything that you do, and it's going to be heat or eat. I saw a video, heat or eat. And that's what it's going to come down to. Are you going to pay heating costs to keep yourself warm? Or are you going to be buying dog food for supper? We used to joke about that, remember? Retirees eating dog food because it was better for them than ground beef. Well, here we go. Here we are. Feeding Fido to feed grandma. And you're going to see some horrible things. We are, by necessity, going to become more conservative. And I don't mean that in a political sense. I mean that in conserve. We are going to find ways to help each other out. We are going to find ways to grow some of our own food to supplement. I mean, I remember my mother used to take plastic bags and she would wash them. And she would put them up on the kitchen cabinets to dry so we could reuse them. She did not throw anything out just in case it was going to come in handy. And we're going to go back to that. Because at $79 for a roast that would feed a family of 4 for one weekend, you might be able to make some soup out of the bones. Maybe. That's an expensive meal. That's an expensive meal. And you imagine how a restaurant's going to survive that. What, are you going to go in there and get two little items on a plate for $75? You're going to go to McDonald's and get a burger and fries for the kids, for $60? When you got to pay double for your gasoline to go, no, this is not going to work. This is not going to work out well. And you know what? This was all caused by the lockdowns. This is what I mean about trying to damage the public. 35 million Canadians have been damaged by the actions of the government because these shortages that we are seeing are a direct result of the lockdowns. A direct result. Supply chain issues, these were interrupted because of the lockdowns and the decisions that your government made under false pretenses that were inaccurate, and even after they realized. I've said before, I'd forgive anybody the first lockdown. We didn't know what was going on. But 3 more after that to continue, and then to unfairly stigmatize small businesses over corporate businesses like Walmart and Costco. Wow. Anyway, that's your government. So don't blame these truckers in Ottawa. This has got nothing to do with them. It will exacerbate. Yes, I have no doubt the the Freedom Convoy will exacerbate the supply chain issues. But I'm hoping that they've got some logistics and that food is still moving and essential goods are still moving. But like I say, blame your politician. And I'm hoping that there is a vote of no confidence and we have new elections. So all of these buffoons have to answer why they said nothing for 700 days. When they had that information, I had that information, I researched it, I knew that this was all nonsense. Why didn't they? And these were their own sources, the WHO, the World Health Organization, the CDC. Go to their website, read their stuff. Why couldn't our health department do that? What was wrong with them? Are these not educated people? Do they not have computers? Do they not have access to the internet? Why is it that the general public knew what was going on, at least a significant minority knew what was going on, which is all coming out now, it's all coming out to be true, and these health officials and these politicians didn't? That's deliberate, my friends. That is deliberate harming of the public, and they need to answer for that. Anyway, beware inflation. And of course the traditional solutions to inflation are gold, silver, and now of course Bitcoin, the hardest of hard currencies. I mean, there are also other assets like land, food, so on and so forth, but for transactional purposes, hard currency, gold, silver, Bitcoin. This is not financial advice. I'm just saying that's what the traditional stores of value have been in times of high inflation. Okay, so that's about it from me. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment and subscribe and share. And in the meantime, this is Houndog Steve signing off, wishing you a very pleasant evening, and we'll talk very, very shortly. You take care now. See ya. Bye.